Alright, let's see what we're up against. How did I manage that? Okay, so it looks like we just got Eager Adventures. Eager Adventures, Splack and Maldar. We got Vine Mancers. So the adventures are very interesting. Uh, that sounds like fun actually. Any cool entangling adventures and archers and entangling adventures and rhinos to like move like a bajillion spaces. Aldar is surely just OP. Splack is fun. Yeah, that seems like a fun game. Um, love my list too. I mean, I guess I can just pull up the images when I need to. I guess that works. Yep. Let me know if you're still on the chat, Jexik, and I can just try not to give like big hand spoilers. Otherwise I'll spoil as much as I want. Vine Banter, Lioness is at 3. Okay, I think we're pulling up Black Saber immediately. I don't know if I don't know if we're pulling up Black Saber. I don't know if Black Saber is actually doing it for me in this deck. We'll have to see. It's a shame we don't have like loyalty in this hand right now. Um, let me pull up. Yep, everything's working. Okay. Mind Witch can copy Border Archer. That's just sort of OP. Yeah, that's about as far as I need to get. Um, let's do it. This is what Black Saber was meant for. Black Saber was meant for um stealing your life. There, maybe you want it like 2 mana for a 3/5. Like I would steal that. You should steal it. That sounds strong and powerful. I would recommend it. Can I get a better attack? Not really. Oh, that Vine Gate's annoying. So you can get really aggro. Let me pull up your list one more time. Yeah. So coming out of that Vine Gate could be like just anything that could just mess me up. Um. Uh. Yeah, it could be a rhino, could be a big adventure to right. Um let's welcome it. Come on over here. You come to my side. I decree it. Alright, it looks like Jexik isn't in the chat, so is not in the chat, so I'll keep talking about my hand and whatnot. Um yeah, it's a shame we didn't kill that border archer somehow. I wonder if we discard silts and whatnot. I wonder if our game plan changes at this deck to have to discard a bit more heavily. Mind Witches are just so good against border archers that I think I have to hold it. I think we discard silts. And do we discard the steward? Steward could be strong next turn. I'm gonna discard it though. Just in the because we need a bit more magic to be able to pay for those arbiters of war that we want. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm still on her back though. She's gonna be mine again. I was thinking like Black Saber could be good as just like a cheap like tip of the Congo line for us, but Maybe I should have put the... Damn, it's not an area gate or something. Can't fly out of it. I could send a wind archer down here. Just to grab that spot and be a nuisance. That might do it. It might be worth it. Um, all right. So this is why we've got the Mind Witch. Do we steal back Black Saber? I feel like we don't. Which definitely means we've fallen into their trap. Um, like 100%. But what about like a witch and then Arbiter of War? The witch copies Archer. We grab this. I might just discard that airy gate. Or I might play it. A lot of options, huh? And then we prepare this, and then yeah, Taku is good there. Okay, so we need magic. We're gonna get magic. And I think this airy gate is fun over here. Let's do it. All right. This is awesome. This is what I want to see. Mind witch hitting. Okay. I absolutely should have attacked with the border archer first. But it's fine. Go big or go home on Black Saber. That was beautiful. And I think that's what this deck is all about. We want to have this war sitting in the back the entire time. And that'll be winning. I'm probably discarding this other steward, which is pretty funny because like I brought two for the whole sake of like, and if this was a deceiver, it'd probably be better. Stewards might not be it. Yeah, and going to 4, we can start like playing our deceivers and witch archers and whatnot. It's good. Got another arbiter of war. We can probably discard that. Yep, that makes sense. But we're that air gate. We can grab that spot back anytime we like. Nice. Aberushi's living life dangerously over there. We can definitely punish that a little bit. Unlike the border archer, which I don't know if we can punish very well. We could punish it with a deceiver. Do I just want to double wind mage over here on Aberushi and just put the deceiver over here? Like, why not though, right? Okay, probably I was thinking of Takulu attacking this border archer. That might be an L, but not be. Yeah, so I'm not quite considering every single thing they could be doing. Like, what? How afraid should we be of this gate over on this side? Definitely like anything, anytime can come down and just destroy that Arbiter of War. I don't really know if we care. I think I'm gonna discard my second Arbiter of War. They don't know that. So I don't think they'll prioritize that much. Yeah, so scary things could come out of there for sure. I won't worry about it. Get some dice in Aberushy. It feels bad that both of our wind mages end this turn exposed. Does this Arbiter of War move up? No, because it doesn't actually. We won't get anything in range. All right, good stuff. 2 damage. All right. Shame it's not 3, because then that border archer can't move. As it is, it can move forward and attack Cthulhu for 4, which is pretty good value. Probably worth going for. Yeah, originally I was thinking of putting the Deceiver in front of this Mage's conga line, but Abershi punishes that pretty well, and Deceiver in front of Gates is just like kind of where you want to be in life. What's our end game looking like? We've discarded all of our we're out of champions. But I don't really want to play Gildoon. Awesome. We're just gonna play the rest of our commons. It's probably not putting us in a great space in the end game, but I don't really want to hold on to Gildoon for forever. It sounds annoying. It's sort of bad to have Taku so exposed since a lot of loyalty is part of our game plan. God, imagine if I had had a lot of liberty some of those turns. Savannah elves might be less able to punish Law of Liberty than most. Just because there's not so many movement shenanigans. Maybe the play. Definitely no. Abushi will be defended because of the Vine Mancer. They're coming in aggro. Oh, I like this. I might be summoning a Wind Archer that's shooting for 10 dice this turn. Oh, and I can pull with Hypnotic Call. Oh, it's gonna be great. Oh, it's gonna be so good. This is gonna be beautiful. Assuming I'm not missing something here. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Yeah, that was. Don't kill us. We're alive. We're alive. We're alive. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Um, is that an active event? How does Chanted Power work? It's not an active event. Um, okay. All right. Can I get more than 10 dice on Abuishi this turn? So this is gonna be a bit of a longer turn. I'm gonna Hypnotic Call Splack over here. No, I can't. Because they didn't kill the Wind Mage. I don't know how that didn't happen. But without the Wind Mage being dead, um, that's only 6 dice. I could try to mind control this archer. Okay, no. Here we go. So move phase attack. We'll push it the extra spot. Then the archer comes. The archer has to move there though. So we're not getting this like bajillion dice that we want to on Aberishi. The archer has to move there, and then we can get 8 more dice. That's not insane. Takula needs to retreat. We're in a bad spot. Is not what we wanted. What if I just sort of pound him with this? The Air Law of Liberty seems insane. I'm a big fan of this actually. Okay, do we need Hypnotic Call on anything? It feels like we got to get a unit. How are we protecting Takula? That is something I'm not seeing. How can I not get a unit over there? I can get the 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 war over there. I just need another unit that I just don't have. How am I not Hypnotic Calling something? Um, oh, I could try to mind control this in front of the gate. And if it misses, I lose the game. That sounds bad. um, Yeah. Oh, if it misses, we can just move something in front of Chikulu. And this has a chance to really pop off. Um, okay, giving him Law of Liberty could be an L. We will not concern ourselves with such small matters as that. Alright, 1 attack, 2 attack, and then we move. Alright. Versatile on Splack. 8 dice on 5 is a decent chance of hitting. Alright, especially with that. If this misses, we'll just have to like versatile the Wind Mage back or something. Versatile on a Bua. I don't think we're pushing anything with this. Guess might as well push the Vine Mancer. Give it a slightly less good position. Tempest could maybe help next turn. Alright, this needs to hit, or else we are boned. Please. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, we are no longer boned. Get this out of the way. So like a Rhino can still mess us up a fair bit. But we're gonna hope we live in a world without that Rhino. Do I want to do like a move with the Deceive or something? Nope, I just want to shoot Abushi. Alright, that somehow, like it turned around from looking real bad to like, you know, this is a board. We have board. Play Tempest, because why not? Make life harder for them. And then discard Mind Control, because always discard Mind Control, and Takulu is like dead anyways. Yeah, Law of Loyalty. The whole plan where Takulu walked up to the Border Archer was in fact greedy and maybe a little stupid. Especially since we kind of want to preserve. Like I would think Law of Loyalty would be very good in Takulu because it's pretty easy to preserve her life. But yeah, I just sort of got in there. What was that unit we just saw? I wasn't looking. Getting the Vine Mancer in there. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a way to. Yeah, there'd be a way to get to Cooler. I guess not this turn though, so that's good. I wonder if we can use the Cooler to copy a Vine. If we can copy a Vine Mancer for lethal on a Bua. Bua's looking pretty exposed. Mind Witch copying Vine Mancer could definitely be a thing. That's a pretty nice miss. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I stand corrected. I don't see how I'm getting there. I could try to blow up the gate and then roll the Wind Archer. How did you pull that? What? Where did that come from? Oh, wait, versatile. Versatile. Yes, yes. Okay. A lot of events I played last turn. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, yeah, I see that we are not. Okay. So the way we could way we could blow up Abushi is we could Archer, Mind Witch, kill the gate, um, uh, Splack gets pulled over here by the Vine Mancer, and then the Archer shoots for lethal. Alternatively, we could concede the game. Yeah, does Law of Loyalty help with that? Not a ton. And if we miss with that, we're kind of screwed. Well, say Splack misses. Okay, so our plan would be if Splack misses, we just don't blow up the gate this turn, and instead we pull the archer back. Um, that sounds like a plan that won't fail. 100%. Uh, yeah. We could also place a gate right here. Kind of bad. Um, but that defends Takulu a bit. This law of loyalty could be dumb. It gives us, if we place that gate, we don't have the instant Arbiter of War value that we've sort of been relying on. Um, but we do have uh, not lethal on Takulu with the plan B. We could also place a gate there. I don't like to. Oh, I needed to play. Wait, no, Law of Loyalty is attack phase, right? Yes. All right. Well, so for the best. Why? Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. This just make sure Vinepull does what I think it does. Then boost to target. Force it one space towards. Yep. Play this. All right. Well, and hope for the best, eh? Um. Wait. No. Let's not play Law of Loyalty. Because it's useless if this misses. Glad we thought of that. And it hit. We're in the green. Let's see it. Can we get it? Law of Loyalty. And boom. Like they could probably, well, both our summoners are pretty low. And nope. The game continues. All right, what's our economy looking like? It's looking fine. I don't really know why I would want to hold onto this Law of Loyalty though. Um, okay, so my next attack, I have two more attacks and they're both garbage. So we'll roll one there. I feel like I'm discarding both of these cards though. Like I might as well not because like what am I drawing towards? Maybe I'll hold mind control in case there's, I don't know, something for that. I don't I don't see much use for Law of Loyalty in the future. Like granted we could maybe get more use out of it than they can. Fine, we'll just discard. Our econ's looking pretty crappy. So we gotta get something going quick. If Abushi retreats successfully, it's looking pretty bad for us. Oh, this is an easy assassination. Yeah, with the Vinemancer kill. Oh well. Well, we missed it, so they can, right? Why does yeah. Nope. Yeah, very fun game. GG Jexik. I'm just sending him a quick GG. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. This yeah, I like those two decks against each other too. I definitely went a bit too aggro. Uh, definitely. Kulu did not get rewarded for exposing herself unnecessarily. Um, that'll happen. And GG, I'm back. Then nice to see it. That was a lot of fun. I really like these two matchups against these two against each other. Definitely that turn that I sent to Kulu up here. Oh, here is this next one. Yeah, I sent a Kulu up there, and I was like, I could maybe get punished by a Chant of Power. Yeah, I got mega punished. That was not worth it, especially with loyalty. Maybe keep Takulu's health some more. That's your deck's fun. I guess we didn't you run yeah we didn't see any We got rhinos and Voyager adventurers, right? Yeah. I don't. We didn't see a single adventure or rhino that game. Uh, that was fun. I love how you immediately capped Black Saber. That's real funny. And yeah, and you did well too, because then you put Black Saber in a position that didn't really give me much by capping. I guess I could have and just moved her up, but it seems like you. But yeah, then I was able to do that crazy 8 dice mind witch play. Didn't draw rhinos early, and there wasn't a good time to do the adventures. Yeah. Um. Uh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was worried like that maybe my Arbiter of War was gonna get assassinated by an adventurer at some point, but I figured it didn't wasn't too big of an issue. The dream with this deck is to entangle adventurers with border archers. That would be kind of busted. Yeah, I was thinking I was imagining like rhinos that are now moving like 15 spaces in a turn or something. Um, Yeah, because it is at any point on your turn, any number of times. Like the rhino can literally move like 12 spaces in a turn. Entangle adventurers with border archers are movable. Yeah, that's pretty good. Um, is there any so what does that accomplish versus just entangling like rhinos with border archers in the base stack? Like why uh why do you get excited about doing that with adventurers instead of rhinos? Um, base strengths of 3 and they come with a native boost. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and with 2 native boosts. Yeah, it seems strong. It seems strong entangling. Yeah, it seems fun to entangle. You got a lot of fun entangling plays in there. Um with Vine Masters and Adventurers, like I don't know, like you could definitely get some entangles that'll. The Vine Mancer seems like a really neat addition. Um, addition to the deck because otherwise Aberash's only attack phase move is with midi cat. Um, Messed up once when I thought Vine Mancer could pull Pierce Black. Yeah, yeah, that's easy to forget about. I'm trying to. I made a similar. Like, oh, I'm thinking about. I messed up recently thinking Vine Mancer could pull a unit adjacent to Meldaria. Um, what was that? That this turn. Then that's fine. Forgot that it's only enemy comment. Yeah. Yes, I've played very little Swamp Orcs, but I'm a big fan. I'm definitely I'm on that train. I'm excited to get a lot better with them. But yeah, I haven't done too much. Vine Mancers are also very good in Fungal Dwarves. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I sort of want to try. I'm curious to try sort of just like the Fungal Dwarves, but better builds that you mentioned, where we're just it's like yeah, just put some warriors in. Yeah, I guess put Vine Mancers in too. Just some more units that would benefit from it. Um, it's real funny. I'm really curious. I need to get a lot of games in with like Fungal Dwarves decks to see how fucked you are if you just go in without any good ranged units. Like, 'cause I noticed too, with your Polar Dwarves deck, like you really don't have much for ranged units. And that's sort of the same thing that like my um like Blood Summon Fungal Dwarves build is going, and I could see just like sort of some other Fungal Dwarves builds that are more like base that don't have much for range. So I just have I have four range units in here, and it sort of feels like the fungal dwarves can, like in my experience, it feels fine. It feels like you get in there, you have rhino, like even as base fungal. Like when I think about my base fungal dwarves game, it doesn't feel like I'm using mages very often, and that could definitely be a skill issue. But like I just sort of charge cooldock in, and usually the enemy meets me in the field, and most of my attacks are beasts, and a lot of times I discard my mages and I only play one or two in a game. Um, but it's interesting to be like, okay, well now we've cut all your mages. Like, is that going to be a big problem? Like, is this if this deck runs into Takulu, do we just fucking lose? I'd have to see stuff like that. It's an interesting base FD game where Vexter used mages a lot. Used their ability to boost carriers. A base game. Yeah, like mages are definitely not bad. And I definitely like I can just like I can get in my head a certain way of playing a deck and then just like not deviate, even though I should. Like for the longest time, and even still, like I just like sort of auto discarded Maldar because it was like every time I'd be like, I'd rather play a beast than Maldar because it helps my engine more. But it seems like Maldar. Well, it doesn't seem like it's been proven Maldar is real strong. If it as long as you can sort of move, yeah, set up right for him. Uh, but like I still just sort of discard Maldar probably a lot more than I should. It's been probably same with mages. I sort of I probably might discard more than I should. I could. They're definitely like it's funny that it's to see them like discarded because um they're just like they're such a good unit, and yet it's like if that's your weakest unit in the deck, oh, you're doing good. You mean issue as a monster issue as in like oh, I never know when to get him out, but Aaron V almost never does. As in like you never know like when to try to like um boost up a beast to like get ready for him. I also never discard him. I draw a monster turn one, I hold him. Which yeah, I've been meaning to ask Aaron if he does the same thing. Like even a turn like there's some games like if I'm playing against like Wayfarers or Cave Goblins, I'd probably discard monster turn one. Like but my sort of theory with that is like there will just you don't need to rush Monstro, and that can be wrong too because sometimes there's like games where okay like I need Monstro like now, so I need to put a few more boosts on that beast and hope it pops off, and then they kill it and you're just like fuck. But sort of my theory is that like you're sort of always going to be at a state at some point where you can play Monstro. Like Monster just feels guaranteed. Like even once I'm like really popping off and I have like three beasts at a time and they all have three boosts, like I'm not even really prioritizing putting extra boosts on them because it's just like at some point it's going to happen. Like at some point I'm just going to have popped off so much that I can pull out Monstro. And that could definitely be wrong. And what do I know? But it feels like I can just always hold Monstro and always get value out of him. I'm never worried. The, yeah, but we're like we're definitely seeing decks where like champions fill interesting roles. Like for Monstro to fill a role in full deck where it's sort of just like this inevitable 5/13. A little bit weird and definitely swingy because if you just draw him early, it's just like bad. Um, but it's sort of like Monster, I guess, can account for like oftentimes I'm discarding pretty heavily, and so I can get to the end game and have a lot of excess magic as cool doc, and so Monstro can kind of just like compensate for that. Like, okay, well here's a 5/13 in the end game. Like, yeah, he's still losing. Um, but yeah, like I'm wondering in general in deck builds how because like it seems like something that like every ranged game is or every base deck that comes out, they're pretty careful to make sure there's some good ranged units in there. Cough cough Sarah. And so if we're taking them out by ourselves, what are the consequences? Yeah, I need to play more. I've only played like four, maybe 5 games of this deck. I've never lost with it. I need to lose with it. I think a number of people like the odds on melee dice better. Yeah, yeah, for sure. The problem is you can just get in situations where you can't attack, like against some. It's only against specific decks, but yeah, there's some decks where you just can't get any attacks or can't get efficient attacks without ranged ranged units. So they're pretty essential. And if you bring an only melee deck against Takulu, uh, you're gonna get beat. Oh, that was actually, um, back when I did garbage gladiators, garbage gladiators. That was part of the theme of this deck. Is no melee. And I didn't think it was good enough. How much longer are we going to stream? Yeah, I would, I do another one, for sure. Yeah, I'm having fun. All right. Jexik said, yeah, 100 orcs versus FD. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I want to get more games in with with that for sure. Yes, let's do that. Uh, yeah, like, it's a part of. I remember. I think, yeah, it was against Aaron that I was in the finals of the Garbage Glads with. And he ended up saying that this deck ended up being a lot tougher than he anticipated, and part of why I thought that was because of no ranged units. Uh, yeah, and I could see that, but then like the cool duck deck is able to really hit you hard.